Hey, ho, Tierzo. Hey, ho, Tierzo. Tierzo is a clown now. Da-da-da-da. Tierzo's getting down now. Ba-da-ba-da. Tierzo is a Tierzo. Jake, fucking what's up, dude?
Nothing much. I am super excited to have Carolina here with us for our 90s action movie tier list. We're getting down. We're getting ready. We're getting locked and loaded, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Carolina, come on. Let's go back to the 90s.
Yes.
When we actually used to go to the movie theaters all the time, watching everything in the theater, watching Waterboy like 3 times just because you literally have nothing else to do with your life. So, like, let's just watch Waterboy again because, like, you know what I mean? What am I going to do, you know? Fucking smoke another cigarette in this parking lot? Yo, what's happening, Grinner? Whatever, dude. I might be puking tomorrow, by the way. We got some gnarly shit. I might be
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I puked the last fun house.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Have it again, probably.
Time to Wolf. Thank you so much for the sub as well. And Tiger Cat. Ooh, guys shooting each other in the chest and naked women appearing for no reason. Fuck yeah, dude. Carolina, welcome to the show. How you feeling?
Thank you. I'm feeling really good. I don't know what you talk about movie theaters because I caught this all on a channel called Movie City.
Okay.
Which is like your basic cable package you could get in Mexico City.
Got you.
And these are all the movies I watched and probably missed the first 15 minutes of.
Hilarious, Satan. Thank you so much. We were just talking about how, there's certain movies. The Goonies was the big one we were talking about where, like, I've only seen the full length, the entire movie, like, maybe once or twice, even though I've seen the movie like 20 times because it was always on TV, but they, would either cut something out for time or whatever it was. But I agree, Alcondra. The Goonies is a naziv. New name for the pod could be PB and J, Puke Boy and Jake, whatever sideshow. You know what I mean? It's just like my brand isn't vomit.
That's pretty good, actually.
My brand isn't puking and then my glasses falling in it and then me putting my glasses back on my face. My brand is cool guy jazz. My brand is cool guy jazz, Tierzo.
Oh,
After tomorrow's LPN Funhouse, you will be doing something so heinous and undignified that they'll have a fun new nickname to demean you with. So that'll be great.
Yeah, it might be,
like,
to give you a hint, it might be a sweat slurper, to give you a hint. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. Trying to figure out how to drain it out the right way. But anyways, Carolina.
Yes.
Did you see Yo Robot in Mexico?
No.
We always laughed at how iRobot in Mexico, whatever, was retitled Yo Robot for the translation, and it's with Will Smith and the sunglasses. It's very funny.
No, it's usually called a Will Smith movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm sure of it. I promise you, that's how they translate it.
There's posters though you can find where it's just Yo, Robot, like. Yo, it's awesome, dude.
It should really be translated to soy robot.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Well, is it though? I guess, there you go.
Oh my God.
Yo, robot! What the fuck is up, dude? It's so good. Anyways.
I want that poster.
What I want to know is, Carolina, Holden, still even, who was your, like, favorite action hero, like, lead? Because for me, it's got to be Keanu Reeves. Between Speed, The Matrix, and it's just like he's like kind of an everyman, a slacker. Point Break, like he's the guy that, like, when I watch it, I'd be like, yeah, that's how I'd handle that situation if I was cool.
Right.
Like,
that's my avatar.
Hey, the Locust 666 with the 5 gifted gets a veto balloon right off the bat. You can move any of our tier choices up or down a slot at any point tonight because you gifted 5 subs. The Locust 666. Thank you so much.
They said Bruce Goddamn Willis, Sideshow. I agree with that. Bruce Goddamn Willis
Yeah,
is really good choice.
He's that everyman,
Yes.
you know? And I think the acting is a little more up to snuff. Thank you. So, whoa, that's really good handwriting. That's incredibly good. That's really good. And a heart, too. Someone's in love. Someone's in love. Hit me with the scat man. Immediately. Yeah, enough. It's a quick hit. It doesn't need to go long, James. Thank you. I got 4 words for you.
Okay.
It's not a tumor.
That is another great action rom-com, yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, baby. I mean, he is the man. I mean, I get the everyman thing of Bruce Willis, but he's a little too, he's a little Fred Dursty for me. He's like, I guess it would be nice. Like, he's a little Fred Dursty for me.
He likes to smoke his cigarettes, and he gets really mad when they get wet.
Right. And his mind's broken now, so I'm not trying to disparage the man, but I think Arnold Schwarzenegger, for me in the 90s, he was jacked. He was so jacked he had a rack, dude. I wanted to feel him up. You know what I mean?
I definitely wanted to throw stuff at his torso and just see how far it bounced. I'm not saying that in a sexual way.
That's why it's always for the male gaze, because I always looked at his cool weapons and his cool outfits,
right?
And the red eye and the hair. You guys are staring at the torsos and the abs and the pecs.
Yeah, and the crotch and the cock.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
and the ass.
And the nipples. Don't forget the Batman.
I will say, Grinner. I was a little bummed Last Action Hero didn't make it on this list. I feel like it's a little bit of a black sheep. It's a little bit of a raw dog, if you know what I mean. But it was that movie that I saw. Talk about a movie I rarely saw the beginning of. I saw it a million times on HBO.
Yeah.
What was the name of the Mexican HBO again?
Movie City.
Movie City.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, because they were like, look, it's American movies.
Did they have a cool intro like HBO had before each movie? Or?
Yeah, it was like a whole city that they painted.
That's dope.
On a painting, and then they would say Movie City, and then you'd get 2 Bruce Willis movies and maybe 1 Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and then 18 B movies that they sold in a package.
For sure. Hell yeah.
So I've seen all of those.
I love that.
Yes.
Well, I guess let's get into it. Before we get into it, maybe what we're going to be ranking. I mean, I definitely think kill count, violence factor is a big one, right? Taglines is a big one.
And I would say, I guess, holding some, I don't know, suspension of belief. Belief of suspension.
Belief of suspension. Yeah, belief of suspension.
Of suspension.
Which is my favorite, I was trying to think of the name. What's his name? The guy who was in a lot of bad movies that isn't Nicolas Cage, that's in a lot of bad action movies. He was in Say Anything. No, he didn't say anything.
Not John Cusack.
No, John Cusack. Yeah, he was in a lot of weird bad action movies, and that sounds like the name of one. Suspension of belief.
He was in great. Oh, well, yeah.
Steven Seagal. Yeah, he was in a lot of bad movies. No, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Jason Statham.
Steven Seagal on this list. It was actually really hard to even condense it down to the 15 we have right now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I spent 10 minutes thinking if I was going to email you back about Under Siege. I seriously went back to my phone and then dropped it, and I spent, it was too long.
Right.
But
too many to count.
I decided you know what we got is good. We have a very good list going.
I think we have a strong list, a list that I'm extremely acquainted with. I think I may be the most familiar with this list out of any tier list we've ever done, actually. This was my time. Hex Tater Tot, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. And with that, let's get into it. What is the first one on the chopping block? Slammy 79. Get wrecked, noob. Well, thank you, Air Force One rules. We'll talk about it in a second. Slammy 79, bro. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Slammy gets another veto balloon. Again, that's Slammy 79. 10 less, and I'd be a little more happy with your name. Slammy 79. But anyways, all right, Air Force One. Let's talk about it. Get off my plane. This kind of came later in Harrison Ford's big action boom in the 90s. I feel like. Yeah. The Fugitive, Clear and Present Danger, and then Air Force One was a little bit after, a little bit later, and it was good.
This
but
was
you know what?
His Die Hard. That's what I'm saying. Because The Fugitive was kind of a man on the run kind of thing. Clear and Present Danger had all that geopolitics. This was purely this is what I think is the most core to what makes an action movie is the die-hardness of it. It's a guy in impossible circumstances having to blast his way to a conclusion. And this Air Force One is the most pure version of that.
This is a problem. Fugitive, though, I remember so well. It's ingrained in my every hen house, mile house, no house, every whore house, every boy house, whatever they said.
I did not kill my wife.
My wife. And I remember so many scenes, the waterfall, and it's my wife, you know? Air Force One, I don't remember a lot about. I don't remember.
Get off my plane.
There's Get Off My Plane, but that's about, I don't remember any like moment from it outside of that one line.
Oh, William H. Macy doing the ultimate sacrifice because you're the president, man, and I'm going down with this ship.
That's awesome.
And then the what was the most impressive CGI effects ever to happen after that?
Oh,
sure. Yeah,
I remember there was a high-tension plane refueling sequence. It's actually, now that I think about it, having it limited to the plane, there's a lot of just Harrison Ford hiding behind luggage. Like, he's not the most daring man of action. Like, he steps up when he has to step up. But he's definitely not, like, a figure of a power fantasy that I'm like, yeah, cool, go, Mr. President.
Yeah, I'm surprised I saw a lot of A's right off the bat because I think this is actually, compared to some of the other movies on this list, I would feel more like mid about this.
Really? I give it an A for Air Force One. I'm going to give it an A. I will also give it an A. I love this. Maybe,
really?
You know what it is? That I believe that Harrison Ford, looking a little paunchy, a little less Arnold Schwarzenegger, maybe you're not falling in love as much as you should, but I like his brain. That's
right.
He outsmarts Gary Oldman's accent.
Right, but I want a little more brawn with that brain. I think that's the problem, or a little more, you know. That is true, though. You have so many good people in this movie. It's making me want to rewatch it, but I'm not feeling like I wouldn't go higher than a B for this because of the actors in it are great. Get Off My Plane's great, you know. The way is great, right? But I just don't have that. Do we have? By the way, do we have D's and F's in this fucking list? I'm starting to get concerned.
We might not.
This is crazy.
There might be one. In my mind.
But if I'm getting worried now. But if I can't, how is this? This can't be A because there's way better, to me, more iconic action movies where I literally know every scene. I could explain every scene. You know, the Asian guy and the of color guy. They're, you know, and they fall through the roof or whatever in the glass at the mall.
Were you trying to describe Rush Hour?
Yes.
Is that what's just happening? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I don't remember that happening on Air Force One.
Holden, I don't know how to say this. I did not understand the words that were coming out of your mouth.
So anyway,
this is your great elevator pitch for the 90s movies.
I'm being what you guys want me to be. I refer to him how you want me to refer to him. So anyways.
I also feel C. I have your back on this.
I feel C. I'm worried.
All right, we'll go C for Carolina then.
Okay, C for Carolina.
I'm going to do it reluctantly.
You always have a veto balloon, you know? You always have a veto balloon.
I feel like we just started. I don't want to mess my balloon.
Right. And by the way, and I'm not afraid to say the word black, okay? I'm just trying to explain a person based on what the internet apparently... I'm sorry, cats. Cats are great. I love them. I love how much of an asshole they are. Am I back now? Do you guys like me again now? I like how cats are annoying and shitty to have as a pet. All right, come on. Come on, chameleon. What do we got next?
He's panicking, folks.
What do we got next? GoldenEye. Oh my God. Ooh. This was, man, did I wish I was on a date at this movie. I remember, but I viscerally remember seeing this movie in the theater, especially the big ending with the big satellite.
Yeah, the Arecibo satellite, actually.
Yeah.
It's broken now, unfortunately.
Yeah, brutal. Oh, by the way,
sorry, I brought this down. The movie's so good.
What else died recently, Carolina?
No, I also cared deeply about radio telescopy. I actually, we should take a moment for that telescope.
Whoa.
So this is the first James Bond movie I ever saw in theaters, and I was like, it ruined me for like all the quieter, kind of subdued like earlier stuff, because I thought every movie had like tank chase scenes and like lasers and Alan, oh God, why can't I remember his name? He played like Ivan. He was a cabaret guy. I feel so dumb.
Alan
Anyway,
Cumming.
Alan Cumming. Yeah, Alan Cumming is the
Obina,
computer
thank you for the
nerd.
gifted sub. I knew that was, by the way.
Yeah,
It was just
Ben
fun to watch you struggle and be upset.
I was trying to get everybody in chat to write the word "coming," and it
Yeah,
worked.
by the way, it's
So
censored on ours, just literally saying, I'm so funny that like to
Alan.
type their name in is to censor. It's censored on just our chat screen or whatever. That is so funny. But anyways, yeah, actually someone did bring it up being like, oh, I saw the movie maybe once, played the shit out of the video game, though the video game kind of clouds the judgment.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, do they come in a combo pack, or we're just doing movies, right? Because
I guess we got to judge it on the movie.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch the movie in the movie theater, but the game was like my life.
Iconic,
Until I was
yeah.
like 15. Yes,
Absolutely.
For, like, years and years.
Audacious Titan just joined the stream after 10 hours of drinking. What's happening? We're doing a tier list for 90s action filmic experiences. We're on GoldenEye, and it's weird to have the second one in a row be something that I would actually be, because of what's coming, censor it. I'm worried that I don't want to rank this too high.
Okay.
In fact, I might go D for GoldenEye. Does it
Wow.
hold up? Does GoldenEye hold up? It was like everything. It was our world in 1995 because of the video game and everything like that. But does it hold up truly?
I think so. I mean,
Maybe not like the Satellite did. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe not
Pierce
like
Brosnan
the Satellite.
was a hell of a Bond. There's all these great set pieces, all these great gadgets. The what's her name? On a top with her whole shtick is
she was
squeezes
good.
you to death with her thighs. That's
That's
Famke
cool.
Janssen, baby. That's classic Famke. You know how much I'm a Famke.
Oh, yeah,
dude. That everybody says it about me.
The plot makes
Django
zero
Torres
sense. People are saying B or C. Is it
Yeah, there
oh
she
man.
Well, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna bring it down lower
That's
to
a
C.
Famke.
Not to say it wasn't like an enjoyable experience.
Man, I would leave my wife and child for her in a minute. Put her back up on the screen.
knowing that she would kill me.
Oh yeah, I'd be thrilled about it too, because I would have to pay all the, alimony or whatever it is, or child support. Yeah, thank you. Would you leave Marcus for that woman?
No.
Well,
no.
you are not lesbian in any level.
No, but
Or are you? It's up to you. Or either way, you don't have to talk about that here.
I think it's best to not leave your spouses for.
Oh, right. Jake, would you leave Marie for that woman?
I'm thinking. I'll just saying out loud.
Famed actress Famke Janssen was like, "Hey there, schlubby podcaster man. I couldn't help but notice your hilarious clown-based Twitch show, and I need to have you for myself." I'd be like, let me sleep on it. I think I got to take care of some affairs in order. Also, this is a very weird conversation. Famous
Whoa.
actress Famke Janssen. Also, that's basically what Marie looks like anyway at this point. So, like, what am I even doing?
Dude,
What am I even
fooled you.
doing?
She's all old now, you idiot. She'd be all old and
better.
gross. Is she even dead? Can you look it up? She might be
Not-
dead.
I don't think she's gross. I think she's like 50? That's
And all of a sudden,
hot.
or if she's dead, he's like fucking a corpse, her skin's falling off her. He's like, oh, fuck, I left my wife for this, you crazy ass.
First, if you've watched The Substance, you know that actresses have access to all sorts of secret liquids and chemicals.
Okay, she's still
It's
got
a
it.
beautiful woman.
She's a beautiful woman.
She looks great.
And alive. That's not, posthumous. Okay, good. I'm sorry for making people uncomfortable. Carolina,
I want to look at dead women now.
yeah, can we get a dead woman up? Let's see what a dead woman looks like.
Queen of England on screen.
Yeah, Queen. Can you get the Queen of England at near the end up on the screen? Near the end. All right, and James.
Now, why is it Naked Gun in this? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said you would leave your wife and kid for her. Don't make fun of Jake. Faye et al. I said, wow, that was near the end. She still got it.
Yeah.
You know? But anyways, Faye et al. It was a trick, and I would never leave Lexi, or especially never leave Winnie for some minx in a James Bond movie, you know?
Yeah, she dies in the third act. Is that okay to say? Can we do spoilers?
Oh,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Something years? Okay, cool.
Yeah, for sure. You could spoil new movies. Yeah, like
Oh
they were
no,
talking about The
Tierzo hadn't
Substance.
seen it yet. Oh, I'm sorry,
brutal.
Tierzo.
Let's do that thing. You've never seen GoldenEye. Oh, every conversation in college. Okay.
He went to school in Florida, man.
Dude.
No one's ever said that to me.
Yeah, everyone's like, you've never killed a gay person before? You crazy? Because we were in Florida. Whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyways,
What did we say for this? Did we arrive at something?
No, dude, we're rapping here. We're spitballing here.
Yeah, we're just letting it flow, baby.
Yeah.
C. Let's go with C.
I've dug about 20 holes for myself. We are 20 minutes in. I'm going to go either C or D. I'm thinking D.
Okay, all right. Man, the Book Thief 8 says no, not C. And I don't know which wire to go to, but maybe D.
It's in the top 10 of Bond movies. I don't think it's above a C compared to the other action movies on this list.
I
That's
think
the thing.
D is too low. D is too low.
If this was a James Bond tier list, it would be really high because James Bond movies in general suck ass. But for this purpose, I think it's going to be because the list is so strong, guys. That's the only reason why I say give it a C. I think a C.
Okay, let's give it a C.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Why
Give it
don't
a C.
We compromise. Look at that.
Give it a C.
We reached across the aisle and we got that done.
All right. Here we go. Up next, what do we got? Talk about a movie that's ingrained in my brain.
Hey, let me tell you something. I was a child, of course.
Please.
By the time the movies would come to Mexico about a year or two later, because they would have to do, all the translations, and all that stuff, like subtitles. And I love that movie so much. And also, it took me a few times to watch it because it was very confusing. I read the novelization of it.
Wow.
I bought
a
the
step.
soundtrack CD like you do.
I will say, in terms of just like structurally and everything, in that way, it is kind of a perfect movie. Like it just moves so perfectly and wonderfully. Were you so fucking let down at the sequel, or did you love it?
Oh my God, the sequel was horrible, but I loved it.
But you loved it with the masks.
Yeah. No, it was like it was a John Woo, right? There was John.
Yeah.
So it was very goofy. I loved it.
By the way, you admitted something embarrassing, and this is the way Twitch works. Legal U.S. Goblin says Carolina is so cool. You know what I mean?
For reading the novelization?
Yeah, because that kind of shit flies high in this kind of group,
Yeah, no, reading books is not bad to do sometimes. And I read it because I was obsessed with the backstories, and I loved hearing about the marriage between John Voight's character and all that stuff. And finding out and then I watched all the bonus features as well.
I was that was
into this movie. I wanted to be a spy.
That was Jurassic Park for me. I mean, I read Jurassic Park was like the first book. Actually, what was the first adult book you read? Mine was The Client.
Jurassic Park. And then
it was Jurassic Park.
I read every Michael Crichton and John Grisham novel.
Yeah, dude, what's up? Yeah, The Client, The Firm.
Didn't even read, like they write under their different names, like Jeffrey Coonan.
Yes, dude, Pelican Brief.
Yes.
I'm a Pelican Brief ass bitch, dude.
Absolutely. Runaway Jury is pretty
Runaway Jury is great.
Yeah.
Great. I love Runaway Jury.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I mean,
we should rank John Grisham films.
No, we should. Yes, exactly. Or books.
Or books. We'll rank them both. We'll do books and movies, Jake. Next week we're doing 2 episodes back to back where we do 90s.
It's Grisham. It's 2025, the year of Grisham. All
Dude,
Grisham.
Grisham and Crichton. We'll do Andromeda Strain.
Yes. Dean Koontz is good too. I love the Ebola book, The Hot Zone. That was insane.
Sure, yeah. That was crazy. That was intense. All right, let's go. What are we talking about? Mission Impossible is up there, bro. I would not go lower than a B. And what would you, if it's Carolina's list, you give it an S?
Ooh, oh man, no, I'm giving this an A. I'm gonna give this an A. Because there's more. There's more to come.
There's more to come. I feel like Mission Impossible, especially for the time it came out. I mean, now that's a movie I really memorized, and you put up the movie, and I'm like, man, at one point I could have given you the full rundown of everything that kind of every scene for scene in that movie.
Yeah.
Now I still have, obviously the infiltration coming down from the ceiling. How many times was that parodied in shit? It still gets parodied in shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And
so
Jean Reno,
that entire movie for me is just the wire scene in the computer room and the weird explosive gum. That's all I remember.
I was gonna say I can taste
Yes,
the gum.
the gum.
The gum is super hard and chewy. And
Yes.
I guess I'm a very tactile person.
Yes.
Because that's all I can think about.
All right, you're right. There's more stuff coming. I say A. I agree with Carolina, A. Jake, what do you say?
I would dock points because of Tom Cruise's many crimes and complicities in the Church of Scientology, but hey, we're just talking movies, so I'll ride along with you.
Okay, I'm going to actually ask you to shut all that off, because this is the beautiful before times when we didn't have that shit going on and everything was
No,
pure
we
and
just
great.
didn't know about it.
We didn't know. Well, yeah, it was going on. They were like
30
still
years.
like murdering women or whatever, but the wife wasn't missing yet.
That's true.
And dead. Come on, let's be honest.
But then again, he drove away many good women. In his craziness, and politically, and in every possible way.
Every way, yeah, he's awful, and he
except
fucks fish,
for
and yeah.
This movie,
Yeah.
and maybe like 4 other.
And some of the, have you enjoyed the later Mission Impossibles?
I actually have.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's good.
Enjoyed
This
it.
is where he shines. I like the new Top Gun. We're putting it in A.
Yes. Oh, that felt good.
Yeah, that felt really good.
I like that.
That
Yes.
felt really good.
Yes.
All right, next.
Ooh.
Rock.
Okay, this is a movie.
Rock,
I
baby.
revisit it every year like a Christmas story.
Of course, dude, it has everything. I mean, come on. It's like the Expendables 2 of the night. I mean, it has everybody in it. Everybody's in it, dude. That ending, dude. Do you want to know who killed JFK? And I was like, yeah,
Amazing.
Dude,
Alcatraz. I mean, they did say like a bit of like behind the scenes lore that they kind of made up was that Sean Connery was actually James Bond who had been lost in Alcatraz for 30 years or whatever, you know, what they want to call it. And that's why he knows all this secret shit.
I love it. They say there's like a kiss that launched 1,000 ships or some bull. I don't know what the phrase is,
It's
but
Alan Troy.
this is a movie that launched
case.
1,000, other action, Broken Arrow,
Yes.
Fixed Arrow, Michael, so many amazing action movies that came after
No,
it.
this is what
Sorry,
gave us
Michael.
the Michael Bay. This is Michael Bay's
Yeah.
launching pad
Yes.
to just like dominance. The marble in the history of movie MacGuffins. The green evil marbles in a big like Benoit bead stain is so
know.
fucking spooky. They sold the shit out of that. And you know what? Ed Harris had a kind of a point. The U.S. government doesn't treat our veterans very well.
Absolutely. Like I agreed with his mentality of obviously his tactics were not the right thing to do, but at least he saved those children. I'm a big Ed Harris fan.
I love Ed Harris, and I love veterans really a lot. Yes, thank you, Tierzo.
Oh,
big hats off.
can
you see by the dawn early, Mr. Milkrod? Thank you so much for this song. Oh my god, dude! I'm so throwing up on stream tomorrow, man. It's gonna be so nasty, dude. It's gonna be rough.
Do we say S? Do we say S? Because it's it opens with a Lamborghini chase scene. It's so rad.
It's
Or
so
maybe it's a
cool.
Ferrari.
I mean,
I don't
it
know
is
cars.
the ultimate. I mean, when I think of action movies of the 90s, doesn't The Rock really like fully sum? I feel like The Rock was what set the high watermark, and then like Armageddon like sunk that high watermark.
Right.
You know?
It blew up the asteroid that went straight toward it.
Yeah, and then don't get me started on Pearl Harbor.
Well, this is one of the best Nicolas Cage movies. Obviously, this is a movie that he's what, a chemist or bioengineer or something, and with a really pretty sexy girlfriend and everything, and then he has to go into Alcatraz, and he said he had a few weeks of training.
Right.
I love the whole thing about it. I love how awkward he is through it, and then he's the only one standing out of like the whole like Navy SEAL team that's all around him, and they all die. That was one of my unfortunate favorite parts.
It's amazing. Yeah. Even though I don't love it because of the whole veteran thing, but I do love Nicolas Cage so much. Can we, for no reason, get a shot of him from Leaving Las Vegas, please? Thank you so much
He
for
does
that.
have one of the dumbest what do you call it? Like kill lines, like kind of like little tags where he's just like, "Hey, do you like the Beatles? Because you're the Rocket Man," and then he shoots the guy with a missile.
Come on, man. It's so good, man.
Hey, FDR's leg says that ending, the ending waving the flares. That is something I love that. Everything about that is perfect.
Oh yeah, man.
Yes,
God, it's so good. I love Leaving Las Vegas too.
He looks like a Dracula there.
Yeah.
But no, he does a perfect job.
I'm a vampire. Love Cage. We got a lot of Cage on this list. I mean, so is this an S, guys? Is this our first S?
Yeah.
I think this might be.
I think The Rock is just such a fucking staple of what we're talking about tonight.
The Rock.
Exactly, because when we talk about action movies, we're not talking about like sci-fi Independence Day. We're not talking about like serious suspense like Hunt for Red October. We're talking about like straight on
no
action,
holds barred,
popcorn,
fathers silently nodding. Just yes, you know what I mean.
Jake getting political. It's all
their veteran
I just
love.
said I like the veterans, and Tom Cruise is kind of a creep. I feel like those are two very.
I'm pretty sure I like the veterans a little bit more than you. I'm just gonna say that right now, Jake.
You did give your shoes to that veteran when we were hanging out in LA the other week. You didn't even ask to see any medals. It was just, you were like, here, take my shoes. Take them.
I hope he had legs.
All right, S.
Yes, there we go.
Oh yeah, Cryptid 69420. I don't believe that Holden likes veterans. Get wrecked and fucked. I'll 1v1 you in COD. I'll 1v1 your fucking ass in COD, and I will get the fucking KDS, bitch.
That's a video game.
Yeah. Call of Duty. Yeah.
Just
Let's go. You want to go toe to toe with the COD master? To show you how patriotic my fucking dick can be.
Holden's got
I do like black
COD
and white
master.
veterans. I like them all. I mean, I have a couple of comments about how I'm fearful of or don't like black. I love black veterans. Or I like them more than the white ones. All right, what's the next?
This is going so well.
What is? Oh my God!
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
God.
yes.
That's it, dude.
Villain, hero, sidekick, love interest, dude.
They jump a bus.
Absurd premise. Talk about like such an wonderfully absurd
Daniel.
premise, dude.
Dennis Hopper.
Dude.
It's such a perfectly made movie. Yes, exactly. I would do that to Dennis Hopper if he were alive. No, actually, I wouldn't. He's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he is. That would be right. Yeah, Daddy wants to fuck, you know, and all that.
Pop quiz. You know,
Hot shot. Did Hopper pass? Yeah. There's action. There's romance. There's speed. It is an incredible film. Everything about it. I mean, God, man, fuck movies today, man. And fuck, you know what? I know I'm Wizard of the Bruiser and all this shit, but fuck, this fucking superhero movie's ruined. We used to get shit like this every summer. We get a great, crazy premise.
We were also 11.
Arnold Schwarzenegger will freeze to death if he doesn't keep moving or something, you know, like just crazy premises. And they were amazing. And yeah, I just miss this time in life. And you're right, I was 11 and the whole world was in front of me. I was just trying to figure out how to like masturbate and go to school and stuff, you know? Jake, you talk for a little bit.
Well, you know, Holden, I feel like masturbating and going to school are two very simple skills. The trick is not to get confused and
you
do
were
one
gonna say
at the
different
other.
things.
Right. I was going to say you could do them at the same time. Yeah.
Okay.
You just find yourself alone in your bedroom on the family computer and just doing math homework, and you're like, wait a minute, this isn't right. And then you remember in school, and you're like, oh no, I got them mixed up. Speed is a perfect movie. We rewatched it for our Keanu Reeves Whiz Brew episode. It is flawless, scene to scene, pace by pace. Every line establishes what's happening next, establishes stuff for the rest of the movie. Dennis Hopper is fantastic. The stunts are incredible. You really believe Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves.
Favorite part of the movie,
Yeah, all the supporting actors, all the actors on the bus are all seasoned actors.
Yep.
And you see, like, there you go, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes.
Right there. They're all very good, and then you will see them again and again in other movies like Twister. We didn't put Twister, but Twister,
I don't think so.
Twister is
little
a disaster. Yeah,
a disaster film. Gotcha. But you see everything about it is good. You're right. All the pacing is perfect. Oh my gosh, I should model everything after.
Seriously, it should be taught in. It should be like the only movie you need to learn how to write is this movie. Don't think about other types of movies, because all other movies are dumb and bad. Just a sad, you know, what's that movie, Amour, where the old people are like dying or whatever? Like, fuck that shit. Let's get speed. You know, I'm
Holden's like reviewing
right
a documentary is like, not enough buses. 0 out of 10 stars.
I also love taking an insane premise, like a ridiculously flimsy premise, and how they're able to continue to like keep it alive and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like when they have to like gas up the bus or like get on. Yeah, it's like they never stop Well, there you go, Speed. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, that's why it's perfect because I always wanted to dress like the guys in the whatever the SWAT team with the stuff and they're wearing. Yes, exactly. Well, he's about to die,
right?
Unfortunately, but
Shoot
I
the
love the
hostage,
SWAT
take him out
team
of the
outfits.
equation.
I always wanted to wear a SWAT team outfit without looking like a terrorist.
Right.
I can't.
And nowadays it's like, call me by your name, and then the guy ended up being like in real life a cannibal. Get it out of here. I want to enjoy this shit. Again and again and again. S.
Hey,
Okay, yes. For Speed.
Speed for Speed.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, that feels great. That
feels
great.
so
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah, that's
So
fun.
good.
I felt like I just watched it, or you guys just masturbated.
I know. I need a
don't know.
cigarette right now, man. Jesus Christ. I don't even think I can handle the rest of this. This just makes me so furious at what movies are now. I'm so mad about it. And we got Joker
Red
going
One.
like, singing in the rain. It's just like, come on, man. Let's
Yeah.
fucking get back to when shit was good. Wicked was all right, though. Whatever. All right, what do we got? Yeah, I enjoyed
see
it.
it. I wanna
Yeah, you should super watch it. Yeah, you should
Okay.
super watch it.
I'm gonna wait till it gets on streaming or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, wait till it's free. All right.
For the love of God, next
In,
movie. please.
Next movie in 8 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wah,
Okay. Well, there you
wah.
go. And then the Devils. I was wondering. I was like, do we have anything on this list? I didn't realize this was on the list.
Right. That was the Willem Dafoe, and as the Keanu stand-in, that's what's his name? Jason Patrick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes, he is I think the son of somebody or somebody.
Right.
or another. Yeah, that's
Leeches. His deal was he uses leeches, and that was his spooky villain thing. And also a boat. It's a big boat. The boat can't stop, and then the boat just crashes anyway, and nothing. You're like, all right, well, that happened, and then they move on.
I agree, oh whoopsie. There's so many movies that I'm sure have been left off of this list, and now we're ranking Speed 2. This is an F, right? I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
known.
I mean, we got to put something on an F.
Sure,
I
I'm
think
glad we have.
would be good for that.
I was getting worried that everything was going to be C to S, and we need some low watermark.
I saw this once, completely forgot about it.
I don't think I've actually ever. I think this might be the one movie on this list I've never seen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you could. It's like me then. We're like the same.
I think I've seen I've listened to the "How Did This Get Made" episode on it.
Really?
You
Okay,
know,
so
that's enough, right? But yeah, I think that's about as far as I can go.
By the way, Carolina, you were talking about Jason Patrick being related to someone.
Yes.
Jackie Gleason is his grandfather.
Whoa,
Gleason is Jason Patrick's grandfather.
the Glease man,
I knew it. I knew it was a honeymooner. I had a
Yep.
feeling. I had
the
an inkling.
Gleaser.
Yes.
All right, put it at F.
To the
Let's keep it
moon.
moving. We've
very
seen
outdated.
water.
Very outdated.
Very out. Yeah, very bad.
Yeah, it's not funny.
All right, let's pick it back. I need some spirits. Hi. Yes! Yes!
Okay.
Yes!
All right.
It didn't say I hate everybody in the original. Yeah,
What
was
is
that?
it gonna be?
Was that the? By the way, was that the way they fixed it for TV censorship?
For TV, that was the TV
That's-
censored
is
Is
version.
that
so
real?
funny.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's supposed
Yeah.
to say I hate.
It should say, like, the movie
which was
Speed.
which
It
was
should say
the
the movie Speed.
scariest part of the movie when it's like he's got to go to Harlem and walk around with that sign on was fucking crazy. I love this.
For me, the scariest scene was when they had to do that jug puzzle with the
Yes.
amounts of
Oh,
water.
my
I'm
God.
really bad at math. I'm not racist. I'm just really bad at math. So that was the scarier scene for me because I would have
Dude.
died. The whole city would have been nuked if it was up to me in that scene.
Oh, was this originally a Lethal Weapon head vase? I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah.
That makes a lot
the
of
movie
sense.
was originally
Oh.
called Simon Says, which is why Jeremy Irons' character is all
Yeah.
about wacky puzzles.
Oh,
And
Red
I'm
Age,
going
you
to
have
rob
to
your
watch.
fortune.
Red
Yeah.
Age, definitely watch Die Hard with a Vengeance. It's a really fucking good movie. It is really, really I know that we're talking about this one part of the movie that seems like it makes the movie insane, but it is
just
a
the
really
beginning.
fun movie. Yeah,
You go through 12 other acts.
Yes.
Of them, and that's why I feel like Die Hard. Does Die Hard actually mean Die Hard? It's hard for him to die. Because-
Right.
Yeah. That's actually.
I think
what it means.
so.
Okay. Because that's what I believe. Because it is insane. I would have died very
so
early
many
on.
times.
But
And it's crazy that it's like maybe even not as good as the first one, where it's like if this was a standalone, this would be iconic, right?
Yeah.
Like it's Die Hard with a Vengeance is so fucking good.
It is good, but you know what? I looked it up. IMDb, only 60%.
I can't believe that because I found this to be almost more rewatchable than original Die Hard. Like Die Hard or Die Hard 2 is not good, but
Yeah, 2 is not that good, but Samuel L. Jackson is really
So
what makes
good.
the
This
third
was
one.
I like the
Samuel L.
games.
Jackson's big, like cross, like multi, like everybody knew who Samuel L. Jackson was after this movie.
He's amazing, and their chemistry is fucking amazing. But then also all the like the whole concept with all the games was such a good way to do it. Like I loved watching this movie back in the day. I could watch it over and over and over again.
And there's a lot of little things that you pick up on, like when you find out how, like, I don't know what Eastern European country that the bad guys were from necessarily, but, you know, like back in the 90s, they were very...
Istria, yeah,
vague.
something.
They're very
Yeah.
vague in that. But I love how, like, you can pick up on things. They're like, it's raining like dogs and cats out there. And
Right.
you're starting to realize, oh, they are not from here.
Right, yeah.
And then you feel really smart.
Like a
but then-
detective thing. It was like
Yes.
pre-Saw. It was like,
Yeah.
you know, there was kind of almost like a precursor to...
There's a lot of
I
clues.
saw this movie before I saw the original Die Hard. So when Jeremy Irons is like, "That's right, Hans Gruber was my brother,"
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then it's just like that shot
like
of
a
That was a
Yeah.
great
Alan
twist, though.
Rickman.
They even show him in slow motion falling off the building from
I was
the
like,
first
I don't
Die
know who
Hard.
that is.
I don't know who that is.
don't
That's a
know.
man dying from a different movie. Yeah, it's incredible, man.
I don't know why they had to be brothers.
Yeah. Oh, they're German.
They
Red Age. Thank
desperately
you,
tried to
they're
make
German.
this a Die Hard movie.
dude. What are we
I
giving?
think
A?
I think A. I think it's solid. It's
Yeah,
solid.
it's
It's
so
memorable,
solid.
It's
All right.
good, but it's
Samuel
not
L.
among
Jackson
the
pushes it to
all-time
an A.
super great.
Makes
Yeah.
me want to watch it again. Talk about again silent dads nodding. That's really and I
Yeah.
when I think of this movie, I just think of like, you know, yeah. Give the missus a peek later, you know, yeah, kind of thing. But anyways,
Yeah. You know, it is a fantastic, it
Yeah.
is an A tier.
that's an A-ass movie,
Yeah.
dude. Give it an A.
Very much so.
Nothing at B so far. Nothing at B. What do we have? What is next? Sorry about that noise I just made, by the way.
Yeah, you were drinking IPAs.
Time Cop.
right.
I actually I think I've seen this movie like once. This is a
Okay.
it's JVCD, right?
This is a movie
Yeah.
I've never been able to finish.
Okay.
And not because
Yeah.
it was bad, but maybe because it wasn't good. I don't know what it was. But so I don't know. You guys can spoil it for me, please. He's a cop in time, right?
Yeah, he's a cop in time. Yeah. Which
I
is
can
the
totally pretend like I read the book and do a whole presentation on this. Really, I think I can. You know. So,
In the
we should-
future, there are time cops that solve time crimes. Jean-Claude Van Damme is their highest kicking,
what is
most
a time crime?
elite
Oh,
soldier.
you're
He does
15
that a lot.
minutes late. I don't know what a
Well,
time
they
crime
invented
is.
Yeah.
They
What's a
invented
time
time
crime?
travel, and people are using it for fucky purposes. So you got to call the time cops to stop.
Okay, but I will
don't even
say
know what
this,
that is.
dude. I wish there were cops out there that did crack down on people being late.
Like you're late for recording.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. You're late for it. Yeah, guy busts out. Put your hands behind your back. Tase him. I would love that for being late. Yeah, for being late, just for being late for podcasts. I would love that we
I will
hired ACAB and all that, but I'd love if we hired a fake police officer in this that lives in the studio that just attacks people for being late. That would
Scheduling issues.
Yeah, scheduling issues.
Right.
That'd be the
Just Ed
best.
Larson on the floor getting kicked, just being like, "There was traffic. What the fuck?"
Knock him out. He'll come to in a little bit. Knock his head out. Punch him in the back. Anyways, yeah. If it was up to me, it's low.
Yeah, I would say so.
People are saying
Amazing premise, amazing ending where Ron Silver, who turns out to be the most time criminal, gets
Okay.
pushed into his past self, and they like glorp together because they like had established like whatever you do, never touch yourself from the past because the same matter can't interact with itself. It causes a paradox. but it is cheaper than a lot of these movies.
I was about to
Jean-Claude
say the
Van Damme, not
cinematography
that-
in
yeah.
every single one of these stills, like I fucking loathe it. Like it looks like softcore Cinemax shit. You know what I mean?
It's not as solidly made. Jean-Claude Van Damme, bless his kung fu high kicking heart, is not that great of an actor. It's his haircut is very silly in this movie. Yeah, I think we're safe giving this a D.
Yeah.
I'm happy to give this a
Love
D.
interest in it
Love interest?
Is-
James is talking about a love interest.
is another Ferris Bueller alum.
Oh, I love. Oh,
Mia
her,
Sarah.
oh!
Mia Sarah.
She's so hot, man. I wouldn't leave my wife and child for her or anyone.
Yes,
But-
she's a talented actress.
Yeah, but
I
she's
agree.
talented. All right. All right. So glad we got
We
that
should
out of the
talk
way.
about next time we're gonna rate sexiest women.
Yeah, or women, I would leave my wife and child.
That will just keep like retranslating what you mean.
I'd leave my wife and child for her, but like not a lot. I give it an F. I would like super leave my wife and child.
These are all people,
It would be all yeah.
feelings and dreams and hopes.
I mean, it's if we're talking family ruiners, it's kind of mid, right?
Yeah,
we're
it's
talking
kind
a
of
C.
mid. I would give it like a C. Like I'd feel really bad like 3 months in. All right, what do we got next? A D. Pop it on a D. Yeah.
Time Cop.
D for Time Cop. It's better than Speed 2, but I'm not a big fan. I don't think it's kind of that Under Siege territory.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh yes.
Oh my
come
God.
on.
This
My
is something
God.
that I want to do with Marcus and I, Halloween
Sure.
costume duo or whatever we can do. This movie I saw last night. Yes, Face On, Face Off.
Yeah.
Face On, Face Off. Which was the funny part because I didn't see this movie until last night because I wanted to make sure I seen all the movies.
Right.
So I saw it last night for the first time and I did make a joke like, are they going to say the title? And then
Yeah.
they said it like 18 times.
Yeah.
In the whole movie.
A million times, yeah.
I
God, it's
love
so
this
good.
movie. I love Nicolas Cage's acting. It's very, very superior to John Travolta, unfortunately. But it is what it is.
My favorite part of this movie is that like Castor Troy, the villain, quote unquote, of this movie, it's just Nicolas Cage being a weirdo in the way that only Nicolas Cage can be a weirdo, and then John Travolta with the face offed as Castor Troy is just John Travolta acting like crazy John Travolta. So there's like no actual
Yes.
thoroughfare. It's just two actors being as gross and weird as they possibly can.
I think it also goes.
Yes,
falls.
that's the best
It
scene.
falls in the same category as Speed
FBI
2.
agent.
Like I think the thing I love about '90s action movies is like the premise can be fucking completely insane, and it doesn't take away from it being one of the best action movies of that decade. Like Speed, the premise of Speed is ridiculous, completely ridiculous to do an entire feature film on. This premise of Face Off's is like, what drug were you on? Like, I mean, could you imagine pitching this movie?
I actually
Think about
IMDb'd it, and I found out why they came up with this idea is because their friend had a hand gliding accident, and they actually had to have some cosmetic surgery where they had to like rip their face off and then like reconstruct it back again.
There you go.
Tierzo
But,
is showing
like-
how the surgery went. Yes.
Amazing.
Think
It was
of
a
how
success.
many times
Amazing.
the person that thought of this movie had to answer like, well, wouldn't everybody still know it was them? Because even if your face is different, you have a completely different head shape and body
Yes.
type. You'd be different heights. And you'd be like, no, it's fine. It's fine.
And
It's
throwing
fine.
it out there too, they were way ahead of the game because then years later, a chimp ripped that woman's face off, and they fucking put her old shit back together. She took her thing off on Oprah, and it was horrific. And by the way, FDR's legs, I have hyperhidrosis or whatever it is. Okay, it's a sweating condition, and IPA makes it worse. And I've been drinking one. Okay,
Not racist.
and it's not it's not or what's race? What did I? Hyperhidrosis? Yeah, it's not a racial connected medical condition. No, Jake.
I feel like I don't want to give this an S because of its eccentricities.
Yes.
It loses a little bit of something.
It's not
I almost
like-
want to go B. I almost want to go B because the real spectacle
Okay.
isn't the speedboat chase, isn't the magnet boot prison fight scene.
Yeah.
The actual, what you remember and cherish about this movie the most is the insane acting choices It's John Travolta being like, Papa's got a brand new bag. Like that's what I remember, and none of the actual like gunplay or just Gina Gershon love scenes. Actually, I do remember those.
Magnet boots, yeah.
But it did go on for a while. I did remember thinking like this is a long movie.
It's
Okay.
it does
It
wear
did
out its
go on.
welcome.
Damn, are we going B?
I think we might go B just because I don't think I'm gonna read the novelization of Face Off.
Right.
So then it's a B. I guess that's how I'm gonna do that.
You know what? I feel like Face Off gets like extra double, triple love because of everyone's now nostalgic love for Nicolas Cage, and it's so crazy, and but I think that B is actually the more fair assessment for being objective here. B.
Okay, let's go with that.
We need a B.
Yeah.
We need a B.
No, it looks nice.
And you can veto, chat. You can put it up to a vote right now if you think it should go up to A or down to C.
You are sub to the channel. You can add a sub balloon emote to chat. That's how we test you.
Put
If you
those
really
veto
feel
balloons in
strongly.
chat. Put those veto balloons in chat if you disagree, and we will put it up for a vote. And also, I think there's one more veto balloon for gifted subs as well. We're seeing some veto balloons. Seeing some veto balloons.
You know what? I'm not going to be mad if they override us, really, because I understand that Nicolas Cage's acting choices were
It's great.
fantastic. It really was
It's actually held up better in over time, too, I think. It wasn't like the number one. It was a B tier, but now it's sort of up higher for sure.
Yeah, so we won't be mad at you, chat, if you overrule us, because maybe we're a little conservative these days because we got a lot of really good movies.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on this list,
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we got a truck. We got to move.
All right, let's do it. What's next?
Oh,
Bad boys,
there we
bad
go.
boys. What you gonna fucking do, dog?
I know every scene, every
Really?
single thing. For a while, I thought the madam in the movie was Catherine Keener. I was obsessed. I was like, that must be the actress Catherine Keener. And it was not. It was another actress. I spent months investigating. This is how much I watched this movie.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about the madam because they visit like a brothel or something. There's some call girls or sex workers who get killed, and then he follows that lead. And Téa Leoni was one of the sex workers, but the madam was just an unknown who looked exactly like a famous actress.
Hey, Lyra Cupcake, thank you for the gifted sub to Brittany. Appreciate you for that.
I could go on forever about that. I could write the novelization.
It's another just talk about a touchstone, iconic, you think of 90s action movies, you think of The Rock. You think, not the guy. And it sucks that the guy took over the thing. And then you think of Bad Boys. Yeah, I mean,
Bad Boys was so good. I mean, Martin Lawrence at his peak. And always at his peak in Fall, actually.
Yeah.
And Will Smith doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing.
Yep.
Everyone was so good in it. Téa Leoni was like an interesting choice, but I went with it.
she's great.
And just the action, the comedy. That's what I love. You love the comedy with the action, and this is what really had it.
And this is yeah, you're right. You needed that vibe, that whole thing going on, where it was you're laughing, and then it's like the Lethal Weapon, in that same category of like great action, great comedy. Beverly Hills Cop. Those are more kind of 80s cooked stuff. We'll have to do 80s action as well, but it falls in that perfect.
I'm willing to go with whatever you guys say. By the way, I
is
think I
it
only
A
saw
or is it
this
S?
movie.
Sorry, Jake, go on.
Oh no, I haven't seen this movie since 1995. Now that I think about it.
Oh, you should rewatch. You should definitely rewatch Date Night. You guys should go and watch it. It's wonderful. It's very sexy. It's full of action, as we said. And, I don't know. I maybe it might be S.
Yeah, if you want raw, hot sex in a movie, if you want to just be hard, You
already mentioned Téa Leoni, so I'm in. I'm ready.
Yeah, dude. Let's get some Téa Leoni up on this fucker.
I love Téa Leoni. She's great. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
The scene where he dips the pickle in the water and he just eats it is something I'll never forget. I started eating pickles after that, actually.
CW face-off tale. My brother is a plastic surgeon in Russia and once had to work on a man who had been drinking, passed out in his hallway, and cut his head. When his dog started licking at the wound, he swatted at it, and the dog ripped part of his scalp and face off. Bros have helped to reconstruct part of the face. but it was rough.
Cool.
Man.
What
right.
a cool
Get it rough.
story.
That's
So
nice
you,
pun.
oh yeah. I don't even think they meant that too. But A, or what'd you say? A or S?
Oh man, am I saying
think-
S? I mean, what's everyone else? What's Chad saying? I
Taya.
have a hard time. S
Get it,
is,
Taya.
S is probably.
Taya's a weird ass name though. S? You going S?
Everyone's saying A.
A.
Okay, let's keep it A. Let's keep it A. Let's keep the integrity of speed at S.
There you go. All right, next up, because we got still some bangers left, dude. Bangers and mash right now. Yes.
Oh.
True Lies. Now, I will say, I've said this a million times to a microphone, but I'll say it again. I used to fucking destroy my dick to that strip scene. I used to have that on a VHS, and I would just rewind, rinse, repeat, and I would just absolutely just ruin what happens down there and just make
Jamie
mess.
Lee Curtis is, enjoys the Street Fighter community. You might still have a chance, Holden.
I mean, I think I'm such a heels guy because of that scene, man. That just completely. And then on top of that, it's a great whole rest of the movie. Talking about great comedy, action, everything else. It's like to me, I love True Lies. I love the premise is perfect. Everything. Yeah.
Bill Paxton's in it. He does a great job.
So good. He's so fun.
Tom Arnold, biggest dick ever. I mean, I don't mean literally. Like he's
So
such a jerk,
fun.
but he was so good in this.
So good. Such a good sidekick role. Everybody's amazing in this movie. Everyone is so good.
You're right. You're right.
Okay.
What's her name? Cassandra's in it.
Tia Carrera.
Tia
Tia Carrera.
Carrera. Oh my God, Wayne's World. I mean, come on.
She's fantastic in it.
And Barracuda.
I can't believe I'm gonna fucking shit on the birthday cake again, but
Jesus
the villain
Christ.
is a horribly Islamophobic caricature of a Middle Eastern terrorist whose evil goal is just to get the U.S. out of the Persian Gulf, which is like an incredibly good idea. Also, Tom Arnold is in it.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Oh, right, that guy. Yeah.
Right, right. And I am
that
glad
guy
you're-
was typecasted. He was typecasted a lot, unfortunately.
I wouldn't go S anyway. Like I wouldn't try to brute force this to S just because of how much it gave me happiness.
Oh, when she slicks back her hair with the vase water.
I thought that was cool. That was cool.
I was, I don't need to. I'm trying not to remember the what happened. For the sake of all of us, for the sake of everyone here, he rides a horse in an elevator. Okay.
Oh yeah. What about that?
The poor pound
I also
puppy when
forgot
Holden
about
took it
that.
out of the True Lies V. Yeah. It was a tough time for everybody back then. I fucking would Bill Paxton gets in a boat. Yeah. I forgot about the racist character bad guy. And it's just not, it's not The Rock or Speed or whatever. It's not even maybe Bad Boys. I think this is a B.
Oh man, we talked ourselves down to a B because I guess I could see that.
I could say, what were you gonna do? A?
Still
I
good.
don't
Still
know.
good.
It's still really
That's
good.
still B is very good. I mean, we're talking about a real heavy hitter list
Yeah,
here.
you know,
Okay.
I always liked getting a B. I think B's not bad. B sometimes is the top.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, we'll give it a B because you're right. As we talk about it, it's more B material.
Yeah. Slice it with a B. Love that. All right. Next up. Yeah, exactly, Sideshow. It's that post-nut clarity. On air. Again, talk about what an ensemble, man. Holy shit, dude.
Now this movie, I love so much. I love this movie so much. It was like one of my favorite. I still watch it. I put it on late at night. I'm obsessed with it. Everybody is great in it. Everybody is themselves in it, except for Nicolas Cage's accent.
What?
Which is
his
from,
accent is flawless, completely flawless.
It is flawless in its own way. That is for sure. I don't know what state he's from. I don't know what he's. I mean, I don't know. One of the Carolinas or Arkansas. I don't know what he's doing, but I love all of it. Everything. What would I do? Or how do I live without you? I want to know. The soundtrack, the movie, the actors. There's a plane.
The plane.
The plane's in it. Yes.
The plane. This is just everybody in it is so good. It's great premise.
And Cole Meany, DS9 Star Trek, he's in it. I love it. I love it when our Star Trek fans, Star Trek people are in these
For
movies.
sure, absolutely.
And John Cusack's, just figuring out the puzzle as he goes along, almost gets killed. He always looks like a limo driver, but he still gets the job done. I love it.
Steve Buscemi, John Malkovich.
Oh, yes. I am sick. I am a sick man.
Huzak, Nick Cage.
Ving Rhames.
Is that Danny
Ving
Trejo?
Rhames.
Is that
Danny
is that
Trejo.
Big time Trejo.
Dude,
That's a big guy Trejo.
what a fucking cast, dude.
Yeah.
Get fucked with Dave
he's from
Chappelle.
Mobile, Alabama, by the way. Nicolas Cage's character was from Mobile, Alabama.
Dude, it is ridiculous, this fucking cast, man.
I forgot Dave Chappelle was in it, but remember he gets kind of run over by
does,
plane.
I'd watch him have a tea party. Of course. I mean, this is...
I do love that Nicolas Cage gets convicted because he has one of my favorite movie tropes where it's like, damn it, Nicolas Cage, you're too cool. And so when you fight people, you're going to kill them. So you're not allowed to fight people, even if they, attacked his wife and murdered his daughter. It was insane how he still got convicted for the most reasonable self-defense thing ever.
So good.
Yeah.
Everybody, so good.
Yeah, they took him away from his child, and then he's like, hey, "Today is her birthday. I can't even try to do this accent, but it was her birthday."
And I don't remember what problematic shit was in it, El Condor, but I hope it was a bunch of it. Okay, it was great. First time watching live, I'm fucking overwhelmed. Hell yeah, Mr. Milkrod. What's up, dog? Anything you want to say to me or Carolina or Jake right now? Just because all eyes are on you right now for a little bit. JD Does Dev. I'm only here because everything you do is awesome. Hell yeah, bro. Everyone give JD Does Dev a follow, by the way. He's a good streamer. Perfect even in their imperfections. Hell yeah. My birthday is July 14th. My daddy comes home July 14th.
There you go.
Amazing. Yeah.
Is that Bastille Day?
I guess.
I think so.
Is this S?
Oh my God, is it S? You know what? I would make it S.
I'm leaning more towards A. I'm leaning more towards A.
What makes it not an S for you, Jake? You fucker.
It's the characters are amazing. It's the action. I don't know. It's not as memorable for me? Obviously, Cyrus the Virus, great villain. I don't know. I'm just all right. Everybody's yelling at me.
Put the bunny in the box. Put the bunny in the box, Jake.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna have
All right, S.
For you, yes.
Put it at S.
Yes.
Con hair, goddammit. Talk about a stern father nodding with approval. That's one.
Good one.
I'm tired from work.
Bearded Chef, I forgot that the ending is they landed in the middle of the Vegas Strip. I completely forgot that happened.
It's
I don't even know what
amazing.
I'm talking about anymore.
All right, I think we got 3 left. Let's fucking close this out with a bang. What do we got? What do we got next? The Matrix, one of the only kind of sci-fi bent ones we have on here.
Yes, this definitely.
Whoa,
Exactly.
yeah. Bullet time. I mean, come on, dude. Bullet time. Leather.
Dictated what I
Wire
wanted to
food.
wear.
Yes.
When I first came to America, The Matrix came out.
It changed culture.
It was amazing.
It was incredible. Yeah.
This is America. I can wear a trench coat. No, not really.
Yeah. And then that changed so quickly.
But then I can wear
That
vegan
changed
leather.
very quickly.
Yes, I can.
And then 9/11 came a creeping its ugly head around, and then it got rough after that. Okay, but it ain't me. I'm no senator's son. All right.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm a corporate lawyer's son. Damn it. I'm a corporate lawyer's son. I went to a private school. Damn you.
This one, the only thing I could almost point against it is that it kind of broke the mold of these 90s action movies. Because after that, everything had wire fu, everything had bullet time, everything had thumping techno soundtracks, and it kind of just completely changed it just made everything a little more anime.
Yes.
And it kind of you weren't getting those Arnold Schwarzenegger big hits, those Stallone big hits. I mean, The Expendables was kind of a last hurrah. The point is,
Kung
this
Pao,
is
though.
breaking. I guess.
Kung Pao, birdie. Kung Pao ruled.
All that aside, another perfect movie, scene by scene, establishing, everything pays off, everything follows
Wait, Kung
up.
Pao or The Matrix?
Kung Pao. Let's talk about it.
okay.
Kung Pao was so
let's
good.
not.
Birdie. That's the only thing I remember. Yeah, it's like, yeah, dude, come on. But I will say this about The Matrix, like when I was talking earlier about how, memorizing, scene for scene. I mean, I have this movie probably kind of memorized, If somebody put a gun to my head and was just like, either recount every scene in The Matrix or suck my dick, I would definitely suck the person's penis to get out because I wouldn't be completely sure. But I would have a good chance.
We would help you out, man. We'll be like, don't worry, we're taking
midway-
our time.
Yeah, I was like, he seems into it. Yeah, he's trying. He seems to be slowing down right when the person about to come so he can prolong the penis sucking.
Then you just like pop it out. You pop it out and you're like, oh wait, I remember. Okay, so there's this kid with a spoon, and then he goes to see
Yeah. Oh, you need me to choose? Bitch, I'll do both. Whoa, it starts with a fucking crazy shootout in this bank vault lobby. Oh man, that would be amazing.
I'm obsessed with the shooting cartwheel effect. I believe that they perfected it or invented it. To me, that is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a coat on, a maxi coat that goes all the way down to your legs.
You created you created an aesthetic, a whole new style of shooting action shit,
and they didn't do the cross things too much.
Yeah. On top of, I mean,
there you go.
So
you see, that's a handstand, but it's close enough. One-handed cartwheel.
It's a cartwheel. He's cartwheeling.
Yeah.
This is an S, man.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
This is a fucking S.
Yeah.
Give it an S.
I agree. I agree completely.
Now I just want to suck somebody's dick while describing the plot points of a film. That'd be an interesting challenge. But I wouldn't leave my wife and child for that or whatever.
No, they would totally stick by you.
Totally stay by them afterwards. All right. Next up, second to last. Let's get into. I don't understand the words coming out of your mouth.
Okay. So the thing is that this movie, I only remember all the promotional materials about it.
Thank you, DVD Muckle, for the Prime sub.
Yes, I remember all the billboards and
Yes.
the commercials and the whatever they had, the extra features.
Yo Robot, yeah.
I don't know what happened in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember. If anyone can let me know, please let me know.
Well, it was the perfect marriage of like
buddy cop.
Mixed with like Hollywood or Beverly Hills Cop kind of vibes with
Right.
Chris Tucker. Mixed with the amazing Jackie Chan, like the Jackie Chan-assance that we got in the 90s. That's,
Yes.
I think kind of started with like Rumble in the Bronx. And
Drunken Master movies are good too.
yeah, Drunken Master for sure before that, but I feel like it was Rumble in the Bronx was like weird. I think the first one that was like a big Hollywood like summer movie event, and then it was like he broke through like the biggest. And the Rush Hour was like the culmination of all of that. But I would say, and then Jackie Chan's character time travels for Shanghai Nights, which is Shanghai Noon. Can we talk about Chris Tucker in The Fifth Element, how perfect he is? No, we're not going to talk about Fifth.
Oh, I love The Fifth Element, but
It's
that's
love.
sci-fi. That's sci-fi, though.
Fifth Element's love, by the way. But yes,
It is love.
the bloopers, a great blooper reel after. You always got a good blooper reel at the end of a Jackie Chan movie. It was amazing, man. Jake.
But okay, here's the thing. Do you remember the stunts as much? I remember them like
the mall,
falling
the
down.
lights in the mall in the big open space, and they were like swinging down through. I don't remember I remember The Matrix or stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It's like nothing.
that's what I'm
Like my
saying.
face is off for this one. I remember nothing except for they are in a car driving
Yes.
and talking.
The bad guys were like trying
the
to.
words. Yeah. Sorry.
The bad guys were trying
There
to
you
like.
go.
Oh yeah. See,
Yeah.
this is it. This is all good times. This is buddy cop. This is buddy action. I don't know how strong it is for like action. Even though Jackie Chan, when he got to do his Jackie Chan thing, was incredible, but it all kind of like if I wanted to watch Jackie Chan kick ass, I'd rather be watching Drunken Master or Rumble in the Bronx
True.
or the
There's
Tuxedo.
more
That's
iconic-
a lie. Nobody wants to watch the Tuxedo.
Right. There's more iconic Chan-ing.
Yeah. If you really want to get into it, but I mean,
Channing Tatum.
Chris Tucker is fantastic. I remember my favorite.
Yeah, that right there.
What was he doing? A Michael Jackson thing right there? there we go. My favorite Chris Tucker scene is when he got pulled over by the cops. This happened in real life, and the video, like they showed the video, and he said he was on his way to church, but he was speeding by like over 120 miles an hour or something, and he actually was very funny and charismatic. I love that scene.
Right.
I didn't watch Rush Hour. I'm sorry.
Okay, well there you go. I remember having the best fucking time in the movie theater with Rush Hour. It was like an incredible moment for me as a kid. It like hit the exact right summer. It was definitely like at the time that it came out, it was like, can they do no wrong? It's the perfect movie, you know? Yeah, and sure they could do wrong. People that going off in the comments about they could do wrong.
Yes, we
but
know
I'm talking about
Taiwan is
Rush Hour just completely. But it is funny, the different, you know, but no, El Condor, they're making light of the difference between an Asian man and black man. And isn't that a fun thing to explore in the 90s?
What wondrous kinds of men they are.
I personally would go like B, but I could see, you know, I agree with some of the whole, you know.
I feel B as well. I feel like B is a good place for a movie that is good, is entertaining, but just is not of the upper echelon of what we are ranking right now.
Okay.
That's where I feel.
Is it okay to be an asshole and not seen this movie and override you guys in some way or another?
Yeah, sure. Never touch a black man's radio. These are the sorts of observations that were brilliantly made. It
held a mirror up to society. Also, the bad guys, I think, were evil British, like, what were they, diplomats that wanted to, like, keep Hong Kong somehow. Like, they were trying to stop the transfer of sovereignty. Anyway, it's all weird.
So what do you guys, what are we going at? C?
C.
I don't think I could go below a C. I know everybody's trying to be upset about what Jackie Chan has done lately, but I ain't living in that world. I'm living in the 90s when things were pure.
Yes. No, all of these movies.
Mission Impossible got a fucking A. So, you know, if we're going to talk about, the woman's still missing. The woman's still missing, right?
Yeah. No.
Which one, Holden?
Shelley.
And there, yes, no, of course, that's the thing about Tom Cruise. He's
Shelley, yeah.
Fortunately, there's a spell on us or something. We will watch his movies, but we will hate Scientology.
So we're going C?
Okay, I guess we'll go C.
Man,
Yeah. I was afraid you guys were gonna go B, and that's okay. So C.
That feels weird and bad.
Yeah,
but okay.
It's not. I'm going right off from the bloopers and all the featurettes.
Yes, the bloopers are very strong.
Yes.
Bloopers are very strong.
Last one.
Okay.
Let's do it. Come on, hit it.
Oh.
It is the classic Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Now, the boy ended up with a 30-year-old woman. Is everybody okay with that? There's S's in chat. We've got a lot of S's in chat. People love it. People love it.
It's just
the truck chase scene in the LA River is insane. Like definitely one of the first big, like, holy shit set pieces. Linda Hamilton as badass Sarah Connor is super iconic.
Yes.
The fact that Budnick from Salute Your Shorts is in it for some reason, and he ain't no snitch.
No, he's the best.
You just don't trust cops. There's no reason to think he's a liquid robot cop. He just hates cops.
Come with me if you want to live. Yeah, it also has like classic lines, you know.
Can I tell you, when I first was watching the Terminator on TV or whatever, I was always confused on who the Terminator was, because Linda Hamilton, I was like, oh yeah, that's the protagonist. Actually, at first I thought it was Edward Furlong, because I was a young girl and I thought, oh, this is a cute boy. And then I was like, no, Linda Hamilton is a Terminator, right? And it took until like about 8th grade.
Right.
To find out that it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got to watch these on subtitles.
Right.
But it's a good movie.
Totally.
They're all the
I
Terminator.
mean, at the very least, you understood hasta la vista. Like, I mean, you didn't need that.
That's so good. I'll be back.
People are immediately in the comments complaining about the movies that are left off, but I will say The Boondock Saints sucks a fat ass, so I would put it at F. The Mummy
I love The Mummy,
fine.
but
But I don't
it's
feel like
more-
it belongs on an action movie list. I'm sorry. It just feels like it goes on a
action,
different...
comedy, fantasy, kind of.
What was the other? There were a couple more that sucked on there. Litvimka Nikita, I feel like wasn't like a American fucking 90s action movie in the same way.
Yeah.
Point Break, yeah, I could see it on there. Where were some of the other ones on there? I feel like most of those I wouldn't even want on
Wild
there.
Wild West and Total
Wild West
Recall.
sucks.
I feel like
yeah. Then
more
what do we put
genre?
on Men in Black? Men in
That's
Black.
more like, is that a period piece? I don't know what you call that. Right?
Yeah, Wild Wild West is a period piece.
Yeah.
Heat would be a good one. Yeah, I could see Heat.
Actually,
I
was gonna say Heat, but I think it's too like much drama suspense.
Heisty.
Yes, it's too long too. Is the Raid even 90s? I feel like the Raid's aughts.
No,
Raid is
it's
very
odds.
cute.
Yeah.
Blade, I could kind of see, I guess.
Oh, but that's still kind of sci-fi.
Yeah,
Not
Jurassic
sci-fi,
Park
but
it feels a little wrong too.
I was
talking
trying
about
to
guns
stick
and
to-
bullets
yeah.
and
The Crow,
Mortal
that's comic
Men.
book. That's all comic book like action or that kind of stuff. That's a whole other section, I think.
yeah, I just don't feel like it goes in the same like thing. I would almost do like Will Smith summer blockbusters. Like I feel
Okay,
like that would be a good one. Escape
yeah.
from LA was that 90s technically? It feels more 80s,
Escape from
right?
New York was 80s.
The party's definitely
LA.
aughts. But anyways, I just want to refute some of this naysaying in the chat a little bit here. But Boondock Saints is an F. It was awful. It was a terrible movie. All right, what do we got next? We've got Terminator 2. I think we're closing on a.
Let's
it's
go
a
on a
big
high
dog.
note. Let's
Yeah,
go on a high
I
note.
think
This is a fantastic, excellent movie.
It's unknockable. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Unknockable. Or as Martin, not short. Martin Lawrence would say it's unknockable them boots. Remember Martin? Knocking boots? Remember that phrase for sex?
Okay, thank you.
Saving
Thank you for
Private Ryan.
clarifying.
Absolutely. We should have put that on the list. Absolutely. You love Boondock Saints, Grinner? Learning more about Grinner every day. It's bad. It's not a good movie. All right. S for Terminator 2, and let's close this thing out with some gifted subs, ladies and gentlemen. Or some veto balloons, rather. Man, I feel like people will be mad at me if
This all makes sense.
This makes pretty good sense. I think what's fucking with me is everyone's upset about like the real people for Rush Hour and like how it doesn't hold up in a racial way, but I do think it's better than a C.
I mean, the thing is that like, are we? I mean, this is 2024. Are we watching this? Is this a 90s thing? I guess it would depend on what it is. For me, it's really hard because I didn't see the movie, but I do think Air Force One should probably be higher.
Okay.
Oh,
Bump it
okay.
up.
Yeah, that's what I believe. I believe now that
Bump it up.
I've seen it all. I do believe it. Yes, that looks good to me. I like that.
What was True Lies at? I don't think I,
like it.
disagree with that. I personally, I mean, people will be mad at me or whatever, and I'm sorry that Jackie Chan's like racist or whatever in real life, but I'm gonna go. I gotta give Rush Hour for me in my childhood. Rush Hour's a B, and I'm just going off on my heart and my childhood, and that's all it is. That's all it is. Loved it.
But Taiwan is a country.
Yeah, Taiwan's totally a country, all right? Yeah, free Palestine, all that good stuff. ACAB, everything. All of it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who else had a veto balloon?
I
We've
got one.
Jake?
Can I
Okay.
make can I make speed super S? Can I move it up even higher? Speed is so fucking good.
I will say, Slammy79 says face off to A.
Face off to A.
Wow. Okay. So Nicolas Cage really knocked that up. I'm
can see it.
I'm imagining it's Nicolas Cage in the priest outfit that did it for you.
I can see it.
I'm guessing.
All right. Who else has a veto balloon? And we have one more veto balloon. If anyone wants to give 5 subs, we do have one more veto balloon as well. So we've got Jake's veto. Who's the other one? And the
God.
Locust 666, Mission Impossible down. I hate the whole fish fucking franchise.
Oh,
I'm so sorry to do this to you, Carolina, but,
It's
but
okay.
Mission Impossible down to Mr. Milkrod with 5 gifted subs.
Still have the book.
Oh shit.
You still have the book.
That's all we need, really. That way, the book is free of I don't know, problems.
So, Mr. Milkrod, you have one. I was going to demote Die Hard, but it's the holidays. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
This is
so
going to be
Thank
weird.
you.
I don't know if we've ever done this, but if you could bring the tier list back up, I think I got a crazy idea. I want GoldenEye up to B, and C's just going to be blank. C's just going to be blank.
Weird.
Okay.
All right.
Right?
All right.
It feels weird. Feels naked.
It feels weird that you'd like GoldenEye that much, but yeah, okay.
All right. You know.
All right.
GoldenEye, now. I'm
Wait, did
mostly
Locust,
soundtrack,
Tina
great
Turner
Locust
fan.
Impossible down? Fuck, really? Fuck Scientology. Wow. See, people are bringing their own personal It's all right. Now we have a C.
That happens.
I wish I'd waited. Do you, Mr. Milkrod? Yeah, that was Mr. Milkrod. And do we get the other one, the other person?
Yep.
We did? All right, cool. So Jake is the only one. You already moved it. It's done.
I moved
We're
it.
done.
It's done.
It's done.
We're out of balloons.
All right. Let's look at this list.
Okay.
Speed 2. Whatever, Solomedic. You suck ass. Speed 2 at F.
Okay.
Time Cop at D. Mission Impossible at C.
All right.
Robbed. Definitely at least a B, in my opinion.
It's the nature of the beast. It's Tears of a Clown, not objectively true list.
Jake has a good point.
B, Objectively True List, one of my favorite 90s action films. True Lies at B. Air Force One.
Air Force One.
Rush Hour and Golden Eye, the video game. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Bad Boys and Face Off at A.
I feel
and
good with that.
At S, I feel great about S. Rock, Con Air, Matrix, Terminator 2, and Speed.
Oh my
I know what I'm
God.
doing
is
this weekend.
Great work. This is amazing. We could have just Googled it and it would have been like that.
Yep,
But
pretty
you know
much.
what? We needed to do the work. We put in the work.
We put in the work. We did the
great.
time. Carolina, thank you so much for being here. Always a pleasure.
I don't want to leave.
Always. Well, don't worry. You'll be back tomorrow. We'll be throwing up.
Oh,
and
actually,
stuff.
yes. We will be back tomorrow. We'll all
puking
be back
and
for Funhouse
very
at
upset.
5 p.m. PST.
5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. Please join us for Funhouse. Tierzo, thank you so much for being here as always.
Tierzo's
That's
awesome.
right. Re-enter the Matrix. James, thank you so much for being here. Hit us with that scat man for a second there. Thank you, James. And Jake, always a pleasure, buddy. All right, I think that's it. Have a great night, everybody. And remember, stay hard.